What's up, guys? So I just finished the EQRB boss update. I pushed all the stuff to Raid Builder that needed to happen a few days ago, and now I've got EQRB boss done, so I thought I'd make a video and show everyone how to use it. If you've never used it before, I've changed this EQRB button here. It gives you a little description, and instead of sending you to my GitHub repo, it goes straight to it just downloads the executable, goes to your downloads folder, and you can run it as soon as it's done downloading. And it doesn't like web downloaded exes, but that's okay. This won't be as much of a pain when I update EQRB. So yeah, you'll install it, open it, and if you've never used it before, you'll want to set this path to your character's log file that you want to parse. And something that's new is those little pop-ups. So because it handles archive files now, it's a little bit longer process potentially to parse. So I give you some little pop-ups to let you know that it's still parsing stuff. So like when you're looking at the loots page, every time it gets done with a file, it'll update it down here. The pop-up just lets you know that it's not done yet for when you change the times. So yeah, so it parses zip files and .gzs that are in your logs folder. You can put them anywhere. They could be nested, and it'll pick that up. So that's the changes to what was already in. So to get started on the auto post stuff, you're going to want to set for auto posting loot. You're going to want to set this chat channel loot channel, and so you can set the chat channel name, and I'm going to use a new chat channel, and I'm going to make it here. I was messing around with it before because it didn't like the blast test chat channel, so I was trying to figure that out why EQ didn't like that, but this one works. So now what's going to happen, I'll have one of my other tunes join this just to show how it interacts. So basically what you're gonna do is you're out raiding, and actually I should probably talk about this first. There's this overlay mode down here. First time you turn it on, you can position it, and what this is gonna do is every time something gets sold, this little window is gonna pop up, so you can see who won the most recent items. It's got the most recent rounds at the top, and when you hit leave overlay mode, it'll put the big window behind all of these windows, and it's back to normal. That just keeps you from having to alt tab. Okay, let's see, let's change this auction duration a little bit, and this is saved. Might as well do a stagger, and I think we're good to go. I'll turn this off just so you guys can see what happens. Don't need it class locked. And okay, so there's this auto sell auctions that's gonna happen once loot goes out. So yeah, I'm gonna get some loot in the window, and so now what you want to do, so I'm gonna change this, change my default chat channel. Where is that? Chat channel, there it is. Okay, so now with the default chat channel changed, what I'm gonna do is you're gonna hit group by NPC, and that'll give you the NPC name, and then you hit link all, and it'll do that, and then you hit enter.
Creating auctions.
To
creating auctions.
Finish that. And so now it is creating all those auctions. Let's see. It's creating those auctions. Now I can bid on them. Everyone does their bidding. I'm waiting for the cold start. There it is. Okay. So everyone's doing their bidding, and what you'll see in EQRB boss is that timer is going to show the most recent. So this and this should be the same since that just updated. And so once it hits its timer, it's going to
Selling auctions.
sell the auctions for you. And once the auctions are sold, you get this little
Repost
pop-up.
unsold available.
And there's unsold available, so I could repost this real quick if I wanted to. So I guess I can do that.
Creating auctions.
Hit leave overlay, and here come the new auctions. Everyone goes and bids. You're still raiding. You still haven't had to tab out as the raid leader yet, unless you want to bid. And so it's going to sell. I set a limit on how often it'll sell. It'll only sell like every 20 or 30 seconds. I can't remember what I picked. That's just kind of because it doesn't need to sell more often than that.
Selling
You're not
auctions.
bidding loot out that often, and it's only selling when every timer is up anyways. But yeah, so you can see here's the first round I just did. You can see who won it. And so now I would pass out loot. This window is always on top, so you can still see it. And yeah, so I would pass out the loot and leave overlay and go on with my rating. And I believe that is everything I need to say about the auto post. So you want to pick your guild. So one thing that is interesting is it will not. So if someone else links it, it will not post their loot. So, because you don't, like, you want to be able to share the channel, but like once split mode gets done, you'll see a little blank space right here. That's where split mode's going to go to make this thing work with auto bidders for people who are running splits. You don't want to be posting other people's loot. So if this guy links that, it's not going to post the auctions, but it will show up here in chat channel loot, so you can see who linked it. So basically a guild could share this channel and once split mode's done, and they could have a complete list of all of the loot that got auctioned without stepping on each other's toes and posting to the wrong splits once I get that done. So yeah, it works for all of the guild modes. And yeah, it's just like Raid Builder, except it's automated. You can turn the volume off here. And yeah, overlay mode is optional. If it's off, it's not going to show you the overlay, so you won't see the sales pop up. But yeah, so that is basically as a raid lead or DKP officer, you won't have to tab out to do any of this unless you need to bid, but then you have your auto bidders, so even then, in theory, you won't have to tab out at all during the course of a raid night. So now the other auto post is easier. It's just when you hit dump,
Taking DKP Tick.
it'll take DKP Tick.
Taking DKP Tick.
And there's like, if you stack up too many, it won't work, but there's like a 20-second window where it waits to see that tick to complete, and then it'll repost it. And here you can see, here, let's look at the raids. I'm pretty sure I have all 6 tunes set up to get picked up separately. So yeah, DKP Tick auto posted, gets an EQRB description because it was the EQRB auto post, and it picked up my alt mains, got my boxes, and yeah, that was good to go. So basically, currently, if you're not running splits, this is the way to go because you don't have to tab out at all, especially if you like to do the loot right after the boss dies. Obviously, if you're doing end of night bidding like on Mischief, this is only so useful, but for everyone else it should be awesome. And alt tabbing is totally removed. Once I get split mode done, the feature will be finished, but the project was just so big that I didn't want to put too much into it. interacts with Ray Builder a lot. I had to change a lot of stuff in Ray Builder, so I was trying to keep it as small as I could, but still like be a major update. So yeah, anytime you take a RAID dump, your ticks show up here. This is just something old I had, but from before RAID Builder was a DKP system, and I was running flat raids. But yeah, so these are the loots that have been looted. These are the loots that have been linked to the chat channel. You can block any of them with a long press. You can do the long press on the block list to remove any of them. You can copy your block list to share it with someone else. You can dump a whole list in there and someone else has your block list. You can clear your block list. I don't want to do that because I actually use this for stuff. But yeah, and then obviously for GDKP there's the parcel sender still and your received. I went on GDKP and got plat parcel from Yam recently, and yeah, so really cool. The goal is to automate it and make it so people do not have to tab back and forth, and to make the site whole lot better for servers that are not free trade. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the Discord if you have any questions.